Hey everyone, it's me Sloth, and in today's video I'm going over the brand new Vesteria update, the Ocean update. There's a brand new expansion. It's located in Forsaken Isle. You take a boat to Forsaken Isle, then you take another boat to this new area, and there is a lot to go over. There's a lot of new weapons, like they added a gun. There's a new boss fight, and there's a lot of new quests as well. So I'm going to be going over everything in this video. There will be timestamps in the description if you're looking for somewhere specific. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so first things first, in order to get to Terul's Mall, you need to go to Forsaken Isle. Now, you could take the boat by just going to Port Fidelio and buying a ticket and, you know, waiting on the boat. But I'm impatient, so I just bought a bunch of cursed runes. I'm going to keep using these till I go to Forsaken Isle. And we finally reached Forsaken Isle without having to use the boat. So once you're at Forsaken Isle, you just want to head right over here and talk to this little guy. It does cost 1 gold, but after you pay 1 gold, I believe it's free for like 12 hours, and then you have to pay 1 gold again. But we're gonna spend this money and go to Terul's Mall. And here we are, Terul's Mall. First off, let's go over the quests in this map. Here's the first quest. There's like this fetch quest line. And basically it just has us killing a bunch of mobs for specific items. So in this case we need the Moglo fishing lure. And we get this by killing baby hermit crabbies. So let's just do that. Oh my god, a giant one spawned right when I was swimming there. Oh, and we got one without having to kill the giant. But I'm going to kill the giant anyway. So once you have the fishing lure, you can just head right back up. And we can talk to the NPC and get 4 doubloon fragments, which you can use right here and craft these into a pole doubloon. And I'll get into where you can spend these doubloons later in the video. The second part of the quest has us looking for a hairbrush, and the only way to get the hairbrush is by killing the regular hermit crabbies, which spawn right over here. And I finally got the hairbrush, so I can complete that part of the quest. We'll also level up, and by the way, in this update, the level cap is raised to level 55, which is pretty cool. The final part of Finders Keepers is where we talk to this NPC. And we just have to get a Moglo doll, which you can get by killing the elder hermit crabbies, which spawn right over here. And I finally got the Moglo doll after only killing 142 of them. And that concludes the Finders Keepers questline. There's another quest over here, which has us defeating this giant bell crab boss. It's pretty cool. But over here we can find this diver Joe guy. And we gotta find his friend Adam, who is literally right over here. Now, once you talk to him, you have to talk to him again, actually. And then you have to defeat this bell crab thing. Now, it only spawns if you yank this chain. But it looks like someone else is doing the quest, so it already spawned it. I'm not sure if this will count or not. Oh yeah, so it looks like it only counts if you spawn it, so I'm gonna spawn it myself. There we go. Yank the chain. And that concludes that quest. Ooh, and I also got Fierce Diver Armor. I didn't even know it could drop that. And now we can beat that part of the quest. Talk to him again. And now we just have to talk to Joe again. You'll get a ton of more XP, which is pretty OP. We're already level 54 just by doing a couple quests. And you also get the Diver's Lamp, which is just a meme item. It's just a light source as a sword. It's kind of useless if I'm gonna be honest, but it's funny. There's one more quest in this map, which is a pretty long quest line, but it's how you unlock the shop, which allows you to spend the doubloons we got. Basically, we just have to go to this lab right over here. You go underneath. And you can find your way into here. And this is the last quest in the map, at least so far. There's supposed to be a part 2 to this update coming soon, and I'll definitely make a part 2 to this video when that comes out. But yeah. Basically, the first part has us go back to Port Fidelio, but I would not do that just yet. Before you go to Port Fidelio, it's pretty smart to just grab 3 lobsters and some of the other items we need, because basically what happens is you go back to Port Fidelio and then he says, oh, I need 3 lobsters and like 10 pearls and stuff, and then you have to go back into Terul's mod, and it's like you can save yourself a trip if you just get the items right now. So the items are 3 lobsters, which you can find right over here. You just kind of like go up to them and press C to pick them up. And then to get the pearls, you need to whack these clams. Basically, you want to get 10 white pearls and 1 dark pearl. So, it's kind of, sometimes they give nothing, but yeah. Another thing I want to quickly mention about the pearls is that if you're struggling getting them, there is a really fast way to get them, but you have to go through this like sea urchin maze. And it's a little bit tricky, but I'll show it anyway just for players who want to know like if they're skilled enough to go through it. This is definitely the fastest way to get your pearls. If you're good enough. You have to go through this tunnel thing here. And you basically just get 2 shot, maybe 3 shot by these sea urchins. And their hitboxes are like very unfair. But yeah, you just swim through here. Oh, I got hit once, gotta heal. This is the trickiest part in my opinion. I just like to roll and hope for the best here. And that did not work. Alright, I have a feeling this is the one. Just gonna roll right here. And there we go. Gonna wait for the heal, because now they added a potion cooldown. So you can't really spam potions as much as you used to be able to. Gonna make our way up here. We're almost there. Just gotta be very cautious. I'm gonna eat one just in case. And we pretty much won. We can go right up here. And there's a whole bunch of clams right here. I actually recorded this, and then I didn't actually record. I forgot to hit record, but yeah, here's your pearls. There's also a golden chest here, which will give you a sea urchin helmet. I'll open that once I show all the chests later in the video. But yeah, you just, basically the strategy is to open one of these clams up, take the pearls, and then you can pretty much just open all of them and then switch servers and just repeat. It's a pretty OP method of getting pearls if you can obviously do the sea urchin tunnel thing. And to get the dark pearl, you can get one for free by opening this chest right over here. Oh yeah, and I probably forgot to mention this boss right here also drops the dark pearls. So once you're at Port Fidelio, you just head to this guy right here, and you should talk to him. And he's gonna tell you to bring you some lobsters, but luckily we prepared and we already brought the lobsters. And then he's gonna ask us for the pearls, and luckily we also prepared and got that. So we can just complete the whole quest and get the certificate without having to make like 3 different trips. And also we're max level now, which is cool. Alright, now let me spam curse runes to get back to Terul's Maw. So now that we have our certificate, we can go back to the lab and talk to the lady to start the next 2 parts of this quest line. And this part is pretty self-explanatory, just have to kill some hermit crabs. Again. Now that part is done. And then this part we have to kill some whales. The baby whales kind of spawn right around this area. As you can see, there's already one right here. And then the bigger whale is a little bit deeper, but he's also very big, so he's pretty easy to spot. Unfortunately, he does have a lot of HP, so he's going to be a little difficult to solo because there's not a lot of people fighting him right now. This whale is just the funniest thing ever. What is it even doing? Oh my god, there's a lot of people here. The whale is dead. Oh, that's a lot of blubber. Now that we killed that poor whale, we can go back into the lab and do the next part of the quest. Oh, now we need the mysterious vital. So to get the mysterious vital, you need to go right over here. And then go back to the NPC. And then the final part is very easy. All you have to do is go into this sea urchin cave that looks like a trap from the movie Saw. And you just have to dodge all of these sea urchins. Their hitboxes are very unfair, and they will probably two-shot you. Oh my god. I'm gonna say right now, this sea urchin maze is probably the most difficult thing in this entire update, if I'm being honest. Alright, we made it. But now that we've gotten that vital, that pretty much concludes all of the quests in Terul's Maw so far. We will get the scuba mask, which is just another useless light item. And we can also go here now. This is like a shop that basically just resets daily, I'm pretty sure. And it'll just have like 4 random items from Terul's Maw. Now let's get into the more interesting part of this update, which is the bosses. Now there's the big captain boss that you probably all heard about by now, but in order to fight him, you need to like open this door or have someone else open this door and then go inside. You need to place the dark pearls that you get from either the clams, the 1 daily chest over here, or the first mate boss. And you can spawn the first mate boss by simply just ringing this bell. He usually spawns right over here. And it looks like I got something. I got doubloons, dang it. And looks like someone just unlocked the gate for me, so this is the captain's quarters boss. Alright, so here we are with a massive crew. And I'm gonna say right now, when the crew is this big, the boss is really easy. Like, I mean very easy. But anyway, it spawns in 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there he is. I'm not sure if they're gonna make this boss more difficult because right now it's a cakewalk. But he can drop really cool things, like mainly his flintlock pistol, which everyone's talking about, but no one is actually using from what I can tell, and his cutlass, which is really cool. I'll go over that later in the video as well. But he is dead. And I only got a cursed armor defense and 10 golden doubloons. But essentially, you can just keep doing that captain boss over and over again. You can drop ocean attack scrolls, which is just like ocean, you know, they're basically just like the spider scrolls, but for the ocean items. 10% holy chance, 10% cursed headgear. And then the sought after items are 2%, which would be his pistol, his cutlass, and his hat. He also drops this mystery modifier scroll, which is just a scroll that adds a random variant to your item. Now, I do want to mention, if you go like to the side of the ship right over here, you can fall right underneath here. And there's like this random unfinished boss here. Or at least was here. I guess they actually removed him. Oh wait, is he here? I see his health bar. Hello? Oh, there he is. Never mind, they didn't remove him. But yeah, they just have this guy kind of chilling here. He doesn't have an icon, and he actually drops his items, but they're like unfinished. And every time you kill him, he kind of just instantly respawns. So I don't know what this is meant for, but I do know that he does drop his armor pieces in his loot pool. He doesn't drop a weapon, because as you can tell, he's not even holding a weapon. He's just kind of hitting us with like a weird double hand punch. But yeah, you can, if you really want to, it's just warrior stuff. You can keep killing them over and over again until you get the armor pieces. But they're really nothing that crazy. They look really cool though. Alright, now I'll be going over all of the chest locations in this map. There are 8 chests, and this is where the first one is. It gives you a pretty cool paper hat. Then there's another chest down here. Another chest in this area. There's like a little tunnel that leads to it. And a chest right up here. There's also a chest in the lab. Then there's a chest all the way at the bottom, which I already showed. It's the one that gives the guaranteed dark pearl. Oh, I guess in this case it gave me a white pearl. And then last but not least, there's the golden chest, which you can find in the sea urchin maze. I've already shown this sea urchin maze like 3 times in this video, so I'm assuming you guys know what's up with it, but yeah, you just get to the end and there's a golden chest, which will give you the sea urchin helmet. Well, that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, be sure to like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I will be doing a face reveal at 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe. This is a really solid update though. If you want my personal thoughts on this update, I really like this cutlass weapon. I like how you can spawn minions that attack for you, which is pretty cool. But yeah, if you're wondering how to get all the weapons, here's all the drop rates from everything. Anyways, that's it from me. Goodbye.